Welcome students. As part of our polity series, we have dealt with right to equality and rule of law and other basic concepts. Now, let's delve into slightly complicated concepts like reservation and how equality of opportunity and equality of outcomes would be impacting by that. So as part of it, let's, without any delay, look at how Article 15 and 16 of Indian Constitution would actually look for equality of opportunity and equality of outcomes. To understand this scenario, let's go back to the 1951, where an admission to a college by Champakam Dorairajan was questioned. And this Champakam Dorairajan versus Union of India case has been instrumental to create platform for reservation in India. That's where Article 15 got subclause where to implement a DPSP, where special provisions for backward classes would be provided or special provisions for SC/STs would be provided as part of reservation, which is affirmative action. And that affirmative action would determine equality of outcomes other than equality of opportunity as part of Article 15. So this Champakam Dorairajan case has led to first amendment in Indian Constitution. The very first amendment in Indian Constitution is regarding these reservations to implement. So Article 15, while implementing, as we were discussing about two terms, one is equality of opportunity and other one is equality of outcomes. We need to understand what these two terms are actually meant, and by understanding the nitty-gritties of it and philosophy lying behind it, we can reach to a conclusion where why reservation has been provided and how affirmative action would facilitate better outcomes. So this equality of opportunity is about making sure everyone gets their opportunity better, irrespective of what their capabilities are. Assuming there are two people who are running race and they're starting at exact same level, and the distance they need to cover to win and the time, if it is equal, then it is equality of opportunity. That means you provided opportunity equally, but we are not concerned about equality of outcomes, and the outcome should depend upon their respective capabilities. Contrary to this notion, we can't do this to provide the basic amenities or basic amenities to ensure social mobility is there. There's an economic mobility is an aspiration of every generation. So there has to be some kind of affirmative action to make sure the inequalities are reduced, for which a directive principle of state policy would say there can be an affirmative action. And after that, there came the scenario of Minerva Mills case where they went for harmonious construction as doctrine, and this harmonious construction says DPSPs could be given preference over fundamental rights provided there is amendment in Constitution with a subclause. So Article 15 subclause 3 of Indian Constitution says you can provide special provisions to women, children and other weaker sections. Article 16 also has subclause 3 and 16 subclause 4 where you can provide reservations for OBCs and EWS, economically weaker sections as well. And now the question comes whether these reservations are at only entry level or will they be considered as part of promotions as well. As part of promotions, it's clear. The merit should prevail, but there should not be a notion that those who have entered the system through reservation are not through merit. So for this reason, there's a case, I Nagaraj case. And in this Nagaraj case, Supreme Court has ruled that this Nagaraj case award will be applicable to implement reservations in promotions, provided they pass some departmental examination or some methodology to prove their merit. If that exists, you can even provide reservations at promotion level. So if this is clear, the last thing I would like to say is these are all applicable to measures taken by government in its own jurisdiction. It does not include any provision to make sure reservations are for private jobs. If you want to do that, then you need to consider different thing, and please do watch the videos of how reservations of Karnataka and Haryana was discussed. We discussed as part of a video by name reservation in private jobs. So I think as part of the Article 15-16 of this polity series, we have given enough knowledge to build the basics. So that's all for the day. And we would continue this series with the next article where prevention of untouchabilities would be discussed, and which is absolute fundamental right bestowed to citizens. Meet you in next video. Till then, thank you.